Hello and welcome to Hobz' Solo Self-Found. Today we are in Vex Thall, and I kind of wanted to start this off slightly different, right? Like, I guess every episode I kind of do a little different. Let me pull this up real quick. All right, so it's been a few days since the last video. You know, I've just been chilling, if you will. And I've been killing stuff. Nothing that we haven't already killed, right? So here's like all my screenshots. Let's see here. What is this one? I can't remember if I showed this one. So we've gotten a few prismatic scales. We got a shield. It's the same one. Let's see here. We got another bracer. And we got another prismatic scale. This one's a ferocity. We also got this kill was terrible. Carafin was hitting for 1400 and killed me like 4 times before I figured out I need to be pure defensive on that one. That's the same one. Let's see here. This is the high priest. I got a bloodbath at some point. In there, and I also got a bone of Bertoxilus, which I feel like is a terrible ass thing. And let's see, what do we got here? This is another Emperor. I've been killing the Emperor on cooldown, trying to get Spirit of Leopard. Nothing there of any kind of note. In fact, I get the exact same loot every time I kill the Emperor. Another sleeper kill here. We got another robe. We got some more Augs. So you'll notice that I have a lot more Augs, is really what this boils down to. I did kill the assassin. He did drop the Vashir mask. Finally, and let's see here, where were we? This one. This is another, this is the blood, right? He dropped an actual legendary belt. And I did some comparison here between the belt and the dorsal we had, so I upgraded to that. And it was, you know, a little bit better. Then I did I've done this so many times doing sleeper. I got a blocking one this time, a normal one. And let's see here. It's the same screenshot. Another Emperor, nothing of any kind of... It's like the same junk every time. Let's see here. Yeah, Fetty Heads offered 2 EOM for me to give him a shout out in the next video. A 3-second line, whatever I choose. So, you know, Fetty Heads, thank you. We've been like pinging back and forth. Since this is literally what I do most of the time because I'm leveling up items. I sit AFK staring at a wall with a slime attacking me and letting my pets kill them. So I can get my items leveled up when I'm not at the computer. But, you know, thanks to Fetty Heads for sending me a nice comment here and there. Like I get so many comments from people that it's just absolutely crazy compared to live. That's just the same screenshot over and over again. And then this is my sleeper kill from today. We got a prismatic ferocity, and yeah, I don't think there's anything else there. All right, so now we are in we're in Vex Thall. So I just want to talk about that just to get it knocked out of the way, right? So I've upgraded my gear significantly, right? We have a legendary Imperial symbol, that's from the blood. We have a legendary noob's earring, that's from Vishen's Peak. You know, the Volak face we had. The Mithril helm from TOV. We got the chest plate of Vindication still. Volek arms that we love the legendary blood belt. We have 2 Camise bracers of vigor. We are extremely lucky there. We have 2 of those, and they have almost everything has a sleeper aug in it at this point. I think I only have 1 legendary one. I don't remember where I put it. Yeah, he's spell haste legendary aug in the pants. We got the gloves, and we did upgrade our Emperor ring to legendary. That is, you know, 35 spell damage with the rituals aug in there. Ring of superiority, we're still holding on to that. I'm hoping to get another one of those Emperor rings to replace it. We're now using Bloodbath as our main hand with Ragebringer in the offhand. Now, I haven't decided how I'm going to do this, but eventually we're going to replace Ragebringer, right? Ragebringer is actually probably really good because of this poison phobia. And I don't know if there's any other way to get poison phobia, but it's a, it's a 100-point reduction in poison resist on top of, and it's like a 1% damage increase for poison. So it's like really nice. I'm actually thinking about doing the quest 2 more times so that each of my pets can have it, and then I'll have one in my bag. So at all times, I got 2 pets that'll proc it, along with me attempting to proc it myself if I need to. But it's a 2 damage increase to use Bloodbath, and 4 damage on the backstab there. So pretty nice. It's a huge attack on the Ragebringer though. So I have there. This one also has a mod for it though, so that's pretty good. And we're using the Noctim's Small Book of Logic in our range slot. We got a mount in our thing there. I did upgrade, so I had the Lady Myrnella shoulders on, and I went ahead and upgraded to the Shaw of Awakening. We got this off the Emperor, I believe on the first kill, maybe second kill. It's significantly more stats and resists. It was a 4 spell damage decrease, so I thought it was worth it for the trade-off, because you can see here we're almost 500 at least in all resists. With AAs, my cap is 525 on resist, so we're almost there. So once we get those capped out, the heroic stats kind of get a little bit more value, because we're at 525 plus 91, right? It's a little bit nicer there. So once we get those, that'll really set us up well for Planes of Power, which we're going to start soon. And then we did upgrade our I think Akiva Runes necklace here, but I'm hoping today to replace this necklace. That's the only thing I'm expecting to get. Everything else is so rare that it's hard to do. All right, so the way I'm going to do this, since I've noticed people in the poll I put out like longer videos, I'm not going to kill all this trash. Like that is boring to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to each boss via the rogue, because that is how strong the rogue is. So we only have to kill the first boss because I don't have the key to the first door. So we're going to kind of just kill this stuff here as we go through and see how hard it is. We're using poison spells. I looked up on THJDI.cc, the database for this server. None of the bosses had high poison resist, so we should be good there and stuff like that. Now, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off AA experience. I'm going to let us level up to whatever level we can. I have gone to Planes of Power already, and I went to Plane of Knowledge. I picked up my spells that I was missing, and apparently I was missing just about every Shadow Knight spell from 50 to 60, right? Like I guess I missed the vendor. I have no idea how I missed them all. I went to the guy in Bazaar and I didn't see anything. So like there was a lot of spells I was missing. So I got all those. And not that I'm actually using any of them, but keep that in mind. I'm not actually using hardly anything from Shadow Knight, but it is oh geez, these can be assassinated. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, we're almost there. We're just clearing this trash here so we can get to that boss. I mean, I probably could have skipped past him, but we wouldn't have found out we can assassinate these things. The experience here is really good. So, I mean, like, if you're not in a hurry, I would highly recommend clearing it just for the experience. But, it's up to you. So this is the guy we want right here. Let's just see how many mobs we get. We get 4. Now, he's a boss, but I'm not too concerned. I'm going to get some dots on him, and I'm going to switch over to the other ones. There we go. Now, I don't know if I can, like, assassinate any of this other stuff here. Like, I don't think I've ever been a rogue in this zone. At least on this server. So there's, you know, a little bit different rules, I think. Yeah, these guys just melt. So this is good. So we're gonna go, you know, we're gonna skip the first two bosses right here and right here, because you don't have to kill them. We're gonna go straight to the ooze right here. We're gonna kill him, then we're gonna go down here, kill this guy, this guy, this guy. Then we're gonna go up, we're gonna kill this guy, and I think there's a guy there maybe. And then go through there and kill them all. These two first guys, they don't drop anything that I think I want, so there's no point in doing it because you have to clear all the trash, right? These two bosses on this side here, let me see what their names actually are. I'm not gonna be able to see them. It's like, what are they called? They have the same names, like Kostox maybe? Maybe that's the name of them. Those guys, whatever they are, whatever their names are, they summon all the mobs in those wings, and I just don't really feel like killing that much trash today. So we're gonna, you know, skip what we can and do what we can here. I am going to drop fire poison. I'm going to put on snake poison. There we go. Some anger going there. And that'll increase our damage slightly. My current stats, I guess I should show those if I didn't show those already. We are currently almost 12,000 hit points, 488 spell damage, 473 heal. Let's see here. We got 264 attack, which is not a stat I'm really going for, but it does help our backstabs, which some of them are nice, some of them aren't. It just depends. I kill the Emperor with a sword main because I haven't gotten a dagger yet, so there's that. Let's see here. All our other stuff is pretty much maxed out. We're at 2051 AA. So we got most of them. There's a few things that I could get. Like there's a bunch of two-handed stuff that I could be getting, but two-handed backstabs apparently not that great because they do not have the modifier on them for the backstab damage and all that stuff. So it's you know, it's slightly disappointing, right? Like, but that was like before they added the backstab damage. It was like Shadow Knight Epic until until this expansion, right? And now is, you know, rogue weapons all the way. So there we go. We killed the Vaden or whatever his name is. He drops a key. That's the only reason we want to get that, because that key is a keyring key. And that'll put that on our keyring once we open the door. Alright, let's hide up and go through here. We're going to skip these ooze. They're not going to see us. I don't think anything will see us personally, but who knows what is actually going to happen when we're going through here. So we're going to go through here. Get keys on our keyring. Skip these guys. We can skip all this. If you don't have a skip, you're going to have to kill pretty much everything in this room. Like, no joke. Now, if you're a bard, you can just pull it all at once and laugh. And take 0 damage while you are killing everything at once. So keep that in mind. Alright, here's the first boss. We're gonna just walk up to him. Stand probably behind him. I'm gonna wait for that door to close. I don't know if it matters. But he does a gravity flex. He's gonna knock us back like immediately as soon as we attack him. We got all our buffs going here. Looking good. Alright. The door doesn't seem to want to close, so I'm just gonna Thief's Vengeance. There we go. Back. Let's go ahead and Rabid Bear and Spirit Call this guy because it's going to take a while. It is going to take a while. Let's go ahead and Mallow. Looks like he's immune to slow. Let's get the second Mallow on there. Perfect. And let's get some dots. There we go. Looks like that is all of them. Go ahead and get Vampiric Curse on there. You can see here we're taking 0 damage because we're getting so much sustain from all our other things, right? Like he's hitting for 200s. Like it's just not enough damage to really do much to us. So that's pretty nice. Let me see here. Now, so I got this Bone of Bartoxylus. It drops off the High Priest. And I've only got it to land on one mob so far, and that was one of the warders in Sleeper's Tomb. And I've clicked it, you know, several times, and it looks like I got it to land that time, right? It's a disease-based dot, and I don't know, it's just like so resistant. It's kind of annoying. Let me see if I can get a tick percentage, how much the damage it does. Rotting Bile, 1700. So it's worth it. If it lands, it's worth it, right? If it doesn't land, it's not so worth it. Because you are losing damage by casting it, because it is like a 1 point something cast time, maybe? I think 1 point... No, it's a 2.5 cast time. So you're losing a little damage there. But, on the other hand, it's not too bad. Now, I did change my spells up a little bit. Now, I have 2 life taps memorized, and I don't need that anymore. Drained Soul refreshes instantly, so I can just spam that over and over again. So, I think it's 65. I'm going to figure out what the life tap is there, if it's still spammable. We'll drop the second life tap, and we'll move all the dots up. There is one more dot we don't have. We don't have Ancient Bane a knife or Scourge a knife or whatever it's called. We don't have that yet. Now apparently it drops here. Hopefully we get it. It also drops off Volak and a few other in-game bosses. It doesn't drop off Sleeper. He doesn't apparently drop spells. And doesn't drop off Emperor, which has been my focus. I think I killed him like 5 times. Like the server was going down and they were resetting everything. So I got a lot of extra kills in just from doing that, and I only go and kill, like once I got Bloodbath, I only kill the Emperor. I don't even waste my time with anything else in there. So it was a matter of just going and killing those and getting them, you know, down. I was hoping to get a shield of mental fortitude from the Emperor in the time that I spent there. Now, like, I'm still gonna have to kill the Emperor, right? Like, don't get me wrong here. Like, is this until I get Spirit of Leopard? I'm killing the Emperor every day, and I'm killing the Sleeper every day, and we're gonna be doing that. Now, I also, on top of all that, I farmed up some materials for a Cerubane dagger. Actually, 2 of them. Sent those to my friend Franken. He crafted those. He sent them to my Bard, so I just haven't logged on to her yet to get them. So, as you know, the contraband item, if you will be, the Cerubane stuff. So, all right, what we got? Floating Rune, Rune of Evasion, and Shade Stone Amulet. None of which I believe are great. Maybe that might be worth putting on. I'd have to check the spell damage on it, but not something I'm gonna go for right now. But yeah, so he got those crafted for me, and just because I'm not gonna do soul, this fake soul found and do all the trade skill stuff, right? It's an extremely tedious amount of time to do trade skill stuff on, soul found, and it's just not worth it with the real mode coming out so soon, right? I'm gonna probably, like, all we need is Planes of Power to finish this series up, right? Until Gates of Discord, and that's not coming out till like July or later. So definitely going to be some acceleration of getting things done, right? With the poll that I did, everybody wanting longer videos, because apparently releasing a 5-minute video is disappointing. And what am I supposed to do? I kill Nagafen and Vox and almost no time at all. So I am gonna try to go back. Like I only schedule out a week, but I'm like, I'm pretty far ahead recording at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back, and on the days where I have like 5-minute videos, I'm gonna put a second video on those days. And I've noticed, like, if I put on 2 videos in a single day, one of those videos does not get any views. I don't know how it is. I don't know what the logic is behind it. But if I do one video and it has 24 hours of existence, it, you know, maximizes the views for it, right? So it's, you know, just something I gotta consider when I'm doing stuff. So we'll do that. Now the another problem with doing 2 videos a day is that, like, since I give everybody that's a member early access to my videos, it doubles up the amount of member only videos that are shown for some reason. I wish it wouldn't do it that way, but you know, I don't own YouTube, so I can't control that. But all the videos that are members only, they do become normal videos, you know, on their set day to be released. So there's not like you're missing anything. And I think a few people do not understand that, but it's just, you know, just a way for me to fund it. It's really what it boils down to at this point. So let's see here. Let's get that on there. Let's get this. But this Diablo Z Zen, yeah, these aren't hard. Like, I think this guy silences. I think this is his thing, but I have so much magic resist. I think at this point I'm not gonna get hit by it. So it's just, you know, easy. Like, it's soul self-found, and it becomes trivial once you can kill, you know, anything. I think spell damage, the more spell damage you get, the easier it gets. I'm kind of annoyed with spell casting though, so I don't think my official solo self-found character is gonna be a caster. I just, like, I'm casting, you know, these long spells like Mallow, right? Let's cast it, right? Like how long that is. That's just, like, so boring. Like, I feel like it's boring. And when I think we actually ended that one, but I get interrupted a lot. So I think we're gonna go for a white damage build. I think I found the build I want. It's gonna be warrior, bard, monk. I think that's. I think that, like, I've read enough on that, you know, combo that it's hard. It's not an easy mode, so, you know, I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's very dependent on life tap weapons and bard immunities. We'll see how it goes, but we're just, like, melting this stuff. Like, this stuff usually takes a little while to kill. I think the fastest I ever killed any of this stuff was with my bard with the twin cast thing before they nerfed that, right? It was just like, you know, 20k, 20k, 20k. It's just, like, crazy. But this seems pretty good. I'm not even really paying too close attention to it, so that's my barometer for how good things are. If I don't have to spam heal, right? Now, one thing I can do is I can spam dot, right? Like my let's see here, my button is just, you know, a 1.5 second pause between each cast, right? And each of those gives me a prismatic strike. You can see there, 900. Let's see here, there's a 3200 crit prismatic strike. So it's kind of nice, you know, you get the dot ticks, plus you get that extra damage and stuff like that. So there we go, we got him. Let's see here, we got an ancient spell, Starfire of Ro, which is a druid spell, not useful to us. We got a Cloak of Destruction, Halberd of Destruction, and a Pendant of Mallow. So this is a clicky Mallow item, so that there might be some kind of value in that. I'm not 100% sure, so we'll just keep going. Now, I believe it's this guy right back here. We need a key, so we're going to kill these guys real quick. So these guys are too bad. Just your standard junk mobs, right? There we go. But I have also received the messages about finishing Hobz on live, so that's, you know, it's definitely something I am gonna be actively working towards. This week's a wash for me though. I have jury duty on Thursday, which is, you know, just kind of throws off my week. like, it's Thursday, but I'm talking on a Monday, right? You know, just kind of throws the whole week off for me. I don't know why, but gotta do that. So once all that's done, I'm going to start looking at making that happen. The problem is, like, I've been like I literally only killed Sleeper and the Emperor for like the last few days, right? That's all I've been doing, and then I let items level up, right? I'm working on some other stuff that I'm kind of interested in, and getting pulled in different directions kind of messes with me. So that's kind of the thing there, right? So it's just a matter of getting the desire to do it right. Like I've spent a lot of time actually testing different different programs, I would say, in Linux to kind of move my I want to move to Linux. Like I don't want to use Windows 10 anymore. I'm so annoyed with it in every possible way, and I want a full-time Linux as possible, but I want to make sure I can do everything. And so far the only issue I've run into, like I got the Hero's Journey working in Linux. I got Everquest Live working in Linux, but I have not gotten IS Boxer to work in Linux. So that is the only thing that's holding me up right now, is getting all that to work so that we can multi-box from Linux. Now it's definitely challenging. I don't know enough about Wine and all that to do it yet, but I found a post where someone said they got it working, so I gotta figure it out. Like, if somebody out there has gotten IS Boxer to work in Wine on Linux, let me know. I use Arc, by the way, so if that helps, let me know. But ideally, we would be moving to Linux in the next I would say month or two, before the end of life of Windows 10. That's kind of that's the goal. I'm not gonna upgrade to Windows 11, and I don't know. I was thinking dual booting there for a while. Then I was just like, last time I dual booted, every time I updated Windows, it just like overwrote my my grub install and all that stuff. It just ruined everything. It's just like it's more work than I want to deal with, right? So, and I don't ever reboot. Like, I keep my computer pretty much running at all times, unless Windows pops up telling me I got to reboot, and then I get mad because like OBS settings get like jacked up on reboot. My Go XLR, which I'm looking to replace, also gets all the settings on that get messed up. I want to move to a full hardware solution for audio, and not a half hardware, mostly software solution. So there's a lot of little parts I'm trying to figure out that most documentation is the Windows based and stuff like that. So if anybody knows any of the information, hit me up on Discord, and I will definitely love to hear about your experience. But I am looking to replace that with something else and give it to my kid or something. He's always asking for it. But yeah, let's see here. This is the third boss, I believe. I'm just having fun. I'm not even really paying attention. So yeah, we're here. We're gonna go over here next, and then we go that way, and then we kill that one and that one, and then we go that way. I believe there's a few other bosses along the way, I think. Let's see here. Let's get Bane. Let's try this bone on there again. It's like it never works. It's really disappointing. Like, let me look at the bone here. Maybe there's something about it that I'm just like totally missing. I mean, it doesn't do a lot of damage, right? Let's see. It's resistant disease, right? 35 a tick. Does 60 on damage. Yeah, it doesn't... So it has no, like, resist modifiers or anything like that. Like, life taps are, like, negative 200 and stuff like that. So it's just, like, crazy that it's this, it's not resistant. Compared to, like, all these poison spells I'm casting. I do have the benefit of having, you know, negative 200 poison resist from my, Envenom Blaze and Poison Phobia. But I still would expect it to land more than once, you know? It does last for 2 minutes, though, so it's pretty nice. Anything that gives me a little bit of extra damage is definitely worth the cast. Epic doesn't really work as much anymore. There we go. Oh, it took a little damage, right? It hit me for 500. Alright. Alright, we got an ancient enchanter spell. A necromancer clicky. Oh, Rune of Judgment legendary. Shoulders, arms, wrists, and hands. 25 spell damage. That's kind of nice. So is my wrist. 30. 30. 30. And 16. So that might be something we have a little look at later, right? And then we got some legs. So, I don't know. Let's go through here. I did a run through with my my paladin, paladin monk berserker, and I did a run through with my bard. What is it? Bard, enchanter, cleric, and I'm actually I'm liking this build's skip. Like they have like those other two builds, they have the monk skip and they have the bard skip, right? But this rogue skip is just phenomenal. Like I can just like walk where I want. I'm not like pressured in any way. It's just like la da 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 da. I'm just gonna slowly walk up the stairs here. Now, like the bard takes 0 damage, granted, right? And the monk, you know, he's killing stuff so fast it doesn't even matter half the time. But like being able to just walk to where I want, walk up to the boss, and you know backstab him is just so much fun compared to you know some of the other stuff, right? Like I stopped playing my warrior cleric or beast lord because like there's no skip. It's just like I have to kill everything. It was just so boring. Like, you know, just like, oh god, I gotta. And he's got like, I think that one's like 3,000 AAs too. So it's just like gets to that point. You're like, I don't want to kill any more mobs. I just want to get in, do the boss, and leave, you know. So let's get some more poison on here. Did he buff himself with there? Yelp. Let's get rotting bile maybe. All right, it landed. Perfect. So the pets, you know, they're okay. They're not the best, but they're doing okay. I feel like I'm taking a little bit more damage from this one. For sure. We're silenced at the moment, so 4,800 crit. Oh, the procs are just insane. There we go. But yeah, I've had nothing but fun. But you know, I'm doing other things, so the videos, like I'm trying to keep them. You know, I'm far enough ahead that it's not going to be noticeable, but I'm trying to keep them. I was, you know, just doing a mob per video. You know, because it makes it easier for somebody to search, right? Like if they're trying to figure out, you know, something, they can search for, you know, like, let's just say this guy, for example, you know, Dabo, Zenzal, right? Like they search for that, you know, it comes up, right? Whatever, you know, the video is. So to me, that logically made sense, you know, to help people out. But, you know, it's obviously a short video at that point, right? You know, go in and kill one thing. So hopefully I can correct that. You know, I'm only like a week ahead on posting, right? I have to edit the next 3 weeks of videos. Since I've, you know, I think the current video out is when I got the Epic, so that's, you know, that's a long time ago. You know, timeline wise, because we're the Shaman Epic anyway. You know, and I guess the Rogue Epic was the day before, so definitely far enough ahead there that I can, you know, start making corrections and stuff. Hopefully we can resolve that. There we go. This guy's a little bit more resistant. I think I'm gonna do Mallow on him. I don't think I've been doing that on most of these guys. Now, if I'm not mistaken, click here to go to C, which is the next stage. So I don't really like doing this raid that much because, one, like, it's a lot of work, right? These mobs have tons of hit points. Like, this is a slog, right? Especially before, like, Planes of Power. Like, it was the only thing you could really do to get upgrades, and it was just so boring. Like, my paladin, right? He's a white damage build, so he just like turns on attack, and sometimes you can stun, but he like doesn't take enough damage to like need to stun most of the time, you know, to get the healing back. It's just like you can literally just do what I'm doing right now. Don't even have my hands on the keyboard, and he's just like auto attacking, backstab with the dots rolling, right? So definitely hilarious. And then it's like a one button press to reapply all my dots. One thing I should be probably doing is crippling these guys, but again, at that point I'm still lazy. Did he resist that? It resisted this. Dispelled me, or I ran out of buff slots. Oh, yeah, I'm silenced. I probably could get rid of one of these buffs. Which one? I don't know. Keep that up so it doesn't take a buff I don't expect. Just spam casting poison's pretty nice, and since we're gonna be leveling up, right? Like, what are we at here? Not very far in. We're 14% in, right? That eventually we'll get a new poison dot and stuff like that, which will do even more damage, which should speed up a lot of this kind of stuff, especially on this older content, since that, you know, Plains power dot's gonna be like, I think it's 600 to tick. And then you multiply it by all the AAs and stuff, and it's like insane. It should be way more damage than whatever we're getting out of this right now. So there we go. Double Zin or Zenzal. You're cooked. Come on. I can't cast anything. But this build is way stronger than I was expecting. I was not expecting the sheer dominance that is. This is crazy. Alright, we got... Let's see here. Flaming Zord, a sword clicky. We got Shimmering Black Greaves, which those are actually kind of nice. That is a 5 spell damage upgrade. 200,000 No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Possibly, you know, a good amount of hit point upgrade. So definitely I'm going to set those aside. I don't want to deal with my Hobz right now. Robe Alluring Shadows. And Short Sword of Slaughter, which is an Akiva Bane weapon. You don't need that, so I don't ever use it. Alright, so we want to go over here. Through there, we're going to click the clicky. Takes us there. There's two guys there to jump you. We're going to go all the way down here. Now, how do I think about it? I'm going to clear this guy right here. And anybody else who decides to join the fight. There we go. Now I'm clearing him because he might add, and I just don't want to deal with that right now. Alright, we can go down here. So these guys are all... This is the boss, right? He's red one. So we're just going to kill each of these. I believe they're all going to turn into the little undead guys. Let's see, can I get slow on him? Perfect. Gotta watch my tab. It tab targeted that guy over there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this one here is the guy who drops the summoning gloves. So if you're, you know, pet class, this guy will drop the gloves you need. But I can't remember 100% right now. And this character doesn't even benefit from pet summoning, which is kind of like, it's kind of annoying, right? Like in all actuality, right? Like they've made it so the mage epic is like good forever, which is kind of annoying also because that's like a Kunark level item and you can summon a level 65 pet from it, right? That's just kind of ridiculous in like every sense of the word, right? And shamans and shadow knights, they don't get benefit from getting the, you know, larger pet bags like an enchanter does, and they don't get benefit from pet summoning really because they can only use the AUG from Sleeper for the, I believe it is the same as the gloves here, so it's like kind of annoying. Like, if why give it to all the other classes that are, you know, like, why give enchanter benefit if only Beast Lord, Mage, and Necro ever got it, really, right? So it's just kind of like, you know, every pet class should be able to at least summon a pet that's a little bit stronger, right? Like I have what is this, a Grey Khan pet and a light blue pet, and I believe when I first got them, that's what they summoned as, right? Like I got that Necro pet at 58, I think is what it was, and it summons as a, you know, that, right? And at 64 we're gonna get the level 49 Necro pet, which is gonna be, you know, probably a level 40 mob. Like it's just gonna be totally terrible. And you know, why not just give it a little bit of extra boost? I think like the 8 slot bags for all the pet classes at level 60 would be nice to, you know, have something there for at least giving them more hit points so they stay alive a little bit longer. I was noticing, like, I'm not taking rampage damage, but my pet got feared on Sleeper, and he was taking, like, the Shadow Knight pet, he was taking a lot of damage, and somehow he didn't die, but he was, you know, he was taking damage from getting feared and whatever AoE that does, right? So it's just frustrating. Because why do I don't want to resummon him, but you know, they're great for having debuffs, right? That's about it. Let's see here, 3. Yeah, it's not gonna land. There we go. Four attempts. Like having Black Star on one of the pets has been really nice too. Like that is just a great little extra heal. Like I don't even know how to exclaim how great it is. Like it's just like a nice little heal that I don't even have to deal with. You know, it's a proc, but it's extra healing. That just helps everything because it heals the other pet too. So definitely gonna get both these pets. The Hammer of Holy Vengeance when we get into time. That is 100% for sure. I can't imagine giving them anything else main hand. I could probably do, if I can get it, there's an AoE Tash item that just drops here in Vex. If I can get that, plus probably a Rogue Epic in the other one offhand, because I want that extra chance to proc Poison Phobia, and I'll be using a time dagger and probably a shield. I think that's what the best in slot is for this because you know, Rallo, Zek, and Quorum hit so hard that might as well just use a shield. There we go. Everything's looking good. I'm just gonna spam dots and stuff. Now, one thing I found that was really useful for getting a lot of damage on, say, the Emperor, is if I do Unholy Aura, which increases my life tab by 100%, right? So gives them a lot more damage. And just spamming Dream Soul, like it's just kind of crazy because you won't die because you're healing yourself for, you know, pretty much 10k every time you hit, and you're doing about 5 to 10k every life tap. It's pretty insane. And there's a low chance of getting interrupted, I feel. It's not quick enough. I wish it was a little bit faster cast. And I don't know if, like, being a wizard gives you that quick damage AA, you know, to get that little bit faster cast on those, but that would be nice to cast it slightly faster, because getting interrupted on is kind of annoying. There we go. We're just doing a lot of damage. It's just like non-stop damage. Double procs. I think we have twin cast procs and stuff like that. It's just so much damage coming out. There we go. Come on. But obviously these have so many points. I think each one is like 1.5 million, and then the final one is 2 million, if I remember correctly from what I was looking at. I love the swarm pets though, they're so much fun. Alright, what do we get here? Cloak of Glowing Embers. Not bad. We'd have to look at the stats on that. That might be something good. And a Sanguine Eye Patch. So this is face. Reduces mana. That's not too bad. Oh, and it's got a one-handed piercing mod. Alright, we're gonna have to look at that one. See what... I mean, it's gonna be 20 damage, right? If we... Which would be a downgrade from our current mask. Yeah, there's no legendaries for sale. Our current mask is what? 32... 30, so it's gonna be a downgrade. Alright, so that one's down. If we look at the map here, now we have two paths to go. We go this way or this way. I always go this way first. I don't know if it matters, but I always go this way first. So it's just a matter of sneaking all the way through here. Obviously killing all this stuff. If you're a bard, you can do it all in one pull. You will not take any damage going through here. Well, you might take a little damage, but obviously it's not a lot. Alright, here he is. Let's just backstab him and go. Mallow, he's slowed. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe I slowed the other one too. Mallow on there. Did we get a spell on that guy? Shaka Sun. Alright, Concussion. Chaotic Visions. Starfire. Shaka Sun. Alright. That's disappointing. I was hoping to get Scourge of Knife. That would definitely be a nice little upgrade for us. In fact, I would drop... I'd probably drop Envenom Breath for it. That's the last one there. Yeah, Envenom Breath. Now, I could probably put more dots on my bar, right? Like, okay, there's a spell slot. I could get rid of Drain Spirit. That would kind of free up one. I could probably get rid of Spear of Plague. I mean, it's just a nuke, right? Replace that with another dot and then have, you know, 2 dot buttons, but I don't know. Might be worth it. Maybe if I can put the epic in a clicky macro, like you got to like use item, you know, bag, then the bag slot, right? It's a little tedious to figure it all out, and I'm lazy, so. Venom Snake, Venom Breath, a double Black Star. Go. Let's do Duelist plus Rabid Bear. Just to kind of try to speed it up slightly. Like once you get all the dots on, right, you can let them tick down. I don't know if this is like more damage than like I haven't parsed it out, right, to see where if the piercing is more damage than the, you know, the dots in the shorter windows where I have these disciplines up. It doesn't look like it's very high hits, right? The backstab's like the only thing over 500 for the most part. Alright, let's get another round of dots on here. Let's see, what are we missing? This one. They sure do go down pretty quick. I mean, considering like how long it took me on my first few kills, this guy's dying way faster with this character. Let's do Blinding Speed, why not? Go. Alright, so then we're gonna go back up here, kill this guy. And then this right here, like there's one on each side. That'll click us and take us right here. And then we can kill the mob here. I believe, I'm trying to look here. No, that's a trash mob. We're gonna kill this mob, which is the raid mob. Go in here, kill this blob, and then right here there's a clicky to a Tenha Ra, wherever that room is. And we're done. So it's not too bad, right? Like, what are we at? An hour? So you're gonna get an hour of video, maybe longer, with all of this absolute tons of mobs, right? Like, this is a nice, it's a fun raid zone, right? Like, so we still got to do some other raid mobs, right? Like Saru. I am going to be doing Saru, you know, 1 difficulty per video, but I'm going to probably put like 2 of those out at a time. So we're going to do Saru 0, which is you know, the way you would normally do Saru. And then we're gonna do Saru 1, which is we kill one of the guards, and then we'll do 2, where you kill 2 guards, 3 guards, and then hopefully by the time we get to 4, I will be able to actually do 4. 4 is pretty hard, and I don't know how much gear I'll need for each of the different levels, but we'll do those. All of them. We'll do all of them. So hopefully we can get an AUG or something to like make it easier, so we don't have to use the Cerubane weapons. We can use our whatever we have. But I am going to be starting Planes of Power after this video, so we'll start going through that. So we got a Scimitar of Shizar Shizar Slaying, which is actually pretty nice. Now, if like I'm going to keep that because like when I kill Emperor now, I only have this one. So having a separate weapon is going to be kind of cool. Purity arms, can't use them. Great Bow of Slaughter, not that bad. And a Shroud of Vigor. Yeah. Alright, let's go back up. Being able to skip all this stuff is like so valuable, right? Like that saves so much of my time. I mean, imagine if we had to kill every single mob here, how long that would take to get a clear, right? Just by being able to kill all the bosses, you know, you're saving yourself probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half, right? Like it's a pretty long raid. Like I think it was like 3 hours for me to clear it with without skipping, except on my Bard, which you just pull everything at once and kill it. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. There we go. And then we're same kind of concept. I believe they dropped the same loot. I don't even remember. So you just go behind him, backstab him. He's immune to slow. I don't know if I slow the other one or not. I don't think so. Let's get Mallow on there. Let's get all of this on there. Trying to find my mouse. Can't see. There we go. We're gonna do Spirit Call. And there we go. And looking at my pet lost Avatar for some reason. Like, I haven't figured it out, but they lose Avatar. It's so annoying because it's like a 3-minute recast time, right? So I wish I knew what was causing them to lose Avatar. There we go. That's good. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get the bone on there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is ridiculous, right? There we go. 5 casts to land the bone. Alright, let's do a Twisted Shank. I'm gonna do Langed Bite just because I haven't used it. Just to get something out there. It's an extra dot if it works, but it doesn't really work that well. I haven't had to cast Torpor once, I believe. I don't even have a second heal memorized, so at this point, it's pretty trivial. Obviously, you could probably still die if you do something terribly wrong, but I think that would be difficult. I feel I feel like it would be difficult to die. Like you'd have to not attack, I think, to not be able to survive this. because you do not get the life taps from the procs unless you have attack on, which is interesting. Can we land the epic at all? Yep, we landed the epic after 3 casts. Over this, so we went down to half life for some reason. I don't even know what happened there. So definitely you can take damage. It's just it gets healed so fast that it's like crazy. Let's see, we don't have those up. I don't want to use any of those ones right now. There's Rabid Bear. Let's do that one. Rabid Bear's up quite a bit. Looks like that wore off. Come on. 2, 3, 4. All right. Oh yeah, look at those. 4,500, 3,200, 3,200 crits. Like the crit dots are insane. I wish I could filter out the non-crits so we could just see the crits. I would be a little bit more fun. Just so much stuff going by. There we go. Can we land Twisted Shank? Yes, we can. Oh, we got Winged Bite to land. Thief's Vengeance. Now, like, someone left a comment saying that you could do this without being stealth. Like, from what I remember on live, you had to be stealth for this to work, but apparently you don't here, which gives you bonus to your backstab, right? You just saw there was an AK backstab a second ago, so kind of nice to have there. Oh, we got it. Oh, Ancient Scourge, a knife. Oh, yeah, memorize that, please. Boots of the Wind. Let's see here. Bow of Shadows. None of this stuff I'm going to use. All right, let me switch these up real quick. So let's do this. Let's just shift everything down by 1. There we go. Now I think I'll do some do it a different way. When we get like 65, but I think this just shifting these down for now will be the best way to handle this change. Venom of the Snake, and then this is still that plague thing. Alright, what is this spell set? This is Solo GRC. Solo GRC. Alright, so actually we don't have to go anywhere. We can click this one, and that pops us over here to the next section. Through here, there's a boss right here. Oh, hey, it's Atenara. So there we go. It looks like she dispelled us. I don't know. Or it's been an hour. I think it's been an hour. Yeah, it's been an hour. Those wore off. Let's see here. Let's get that on there. I wish I could see how much damage that actually did. Yeah, not even seeing it. There it is. 3,200 crit. That's nice. I mean, we're probably doing at least 10,000 damage a tick. like, it's hard to tell because this is all based on creds, but it's got to be like between 5,000 and 10,000 a tick. 3,300. $780 damage on from the direct damage, plus a prismatic proc. Let's redo the epic. What about this disease bone? There we go. Yeah, there's some 3,000 ticks, 2,600, 3,200, 2,100. There's just so much, 1,700s. That is nice. Let's do that. I think that is really good. I feel like we're not having any issues at all here. This is crazy. Like, I guess planning. I'm gonna plan out the next few videos, which are gonna be. It's probably gonna be Plane of Disease, Plane of Justice, Plane of Storms. You know, the first entry tiers. We're gonna do one video per zone, no matter how long it takes. Knock all those out. Get all the, you know, bottom tier Planes of Power done, and then we'll do the mid range after that, I guess. And then so like I have Bristlebane, I got Saru, and I got something else on my backlist. I just can't see it right now. But we'll get them all on there. Get them going. But I'm gonna probably go through Planes of Power pretty quick, compared to how my Paladin went through. Like, I think I broke that one up a little bit more than I probably should have. This one I'm gonna try, you know, we're gonna do Plane of Disease in a single run. We're gonna do everything in a single, you know, a single video, even if it's like multiple takes, right? Like whatnot, just to you know, get past them. And then each of the, you know, elemental planes will be on their own video, right? Because I'm gonna obviously use the rogue skip to skip a lot of the trash we don't have to kill, because there's no point in killing the trash unless you need AAs or leveling up items, right? Like, it's just pointless. But I'll probably like leveling to 65, right? I'm like, if we get any items here that we're gonna level up, I'm probably gonna hit 65, right? Like, leveling in, I'm literally killing 3 oozes in Dragon Necropolis AFK will get me to 65 without even trying. So if I hit 65, I hit 65. I'm not gonna be too concerned about, you know, recording that and showing that, unless, you know, it just happens to happen during a video. But, you know, if we get anything from Atenha Ra that needs to be leveled up, you know, and I gotta go do something, then we'll be AFK and do that. Like, I'm at the point where there's not many AAs I even care about. Like, there's nothing that's like, oh yeah, I gotta have that to increase my damage, right? There's a few things like the FD thing would be nice to have, but that's what, you know, ton of AAs right there. Just to possibly not have FD fail, but I have 2 pets out at all times, so it'll fail anyway, so it doesn't even really matter. So it's like one of those things, it's just like, whatever. Go and va zai aten ha ra. You've hit the ground. What do we get here? We got an ancient agiolism. Necklace of endless concepts. a bone necklace of battle, which isn't bad, and a pearls with frozen wind, which is a clicky resist, so cold resist item. We're gonna save that one, and a gray bow of slaughter. All right, let's hide up. Now this is a trick. You want to go through the invisible wall, go up here, go through this door, and you want to click that once you kill these two bosses over here. You can skip those two guys, go all the way in here. There's a nice little, oh, just two of these guys, exact same boss. Look, they're right, one's right here, one's right here. Exact same thing, drop the exact same loot. I think so anyway. Their names are messed up. I think maybe they're not named the same, but they drop the same thing from what I understand. The map's not even, doesn't even have them in the right spot, so who knows? Who knows? They have 1.5 million or so hit points, so it takes a little while grinding away at these things, but definitely worth it. And they don't seem like they have any resist at all since I'm landing everything on one shot. They do have the gravity flex like the first boss we killed down below, but truly doesn't really do much damage, right? Let's get some clickies on there. I mean, hell, Rabid Bear just healed me for... It looked like it said 3,500, but maybe that was Touch of the Curse. There we go. Everything is looking solid. Just a matter of burning it down. It just, you know, I guess I could probably cut like, oh yeah, we're done down here now. But we'll just keep going. There's a lot of nuance to it, right? You know, you gotta click dots every, you know, few seconds. I'm just gonna spam dots. We'll see how much damage this like is actually putting out, right? What do we got here? Twisted Shank. Just, like one tick is like an entire little window here of damage. Here, maybe, can I do this? There we go. That is crazy. So there was a 900, 3,700 crit, 34, 37, 27. Doesn't look like we get any higher than that though. Like I don't see any dot crits in the 4Ks. 25, 32, 37, 27, 37. Yeah, I don't see anything more than 37, I don't think. I mean, there could be some that are, you know, 38 or 39, but definitely not really going beyond that. And it's not really eating my mana as much as I would expect, right? Like, here, watch, I'll cannibalize. That'll take me down to 60%, but I'm already at 100% without doing anything. Like, I'm doing nothing out of, like, the ordinary. I get it all back, right? We only have 86 health regen, too, so... It's kind of nice, in all actuality. Let's see here, we lost this dot. We lost this dot. And we lost this dot. There we go. Let's redo these and just keep going. Looks like Mallow fell off. Well, if we even mallowed this guy. I don't think we did. That's the wrong button. that I think it matters. Like, if it lands, I don't think it's going to do any extra damage. No, we did get a mallow necklace, didn't we? Where did I put that thing? Is it this thing here? Yeah, pendant malacini. Let's see here. Malacini. Oh, so that overwrites mallow. Alright. Let me take a look at this here. Malacini is 47 to 60. And mallow is 50 to 45. What the hell? 50 to 45. All right. So this is a better mallow, and it overwrites the one that I do that's unresistible. All right. So I mean, that could honestly free up a spell slot if you think about it, right? Because maybe we don't need mallow. Mallow's unresistible though, so there might be opportunities that we need it to land where it's not going to land. So what is this cast time on this? 2.5. I think if we level that up to legendary, it's going to be like a 1 something. So that might be worth looking at. Alright, so while we're messing around here, let's see here. I could probably switch to these. Yeah, I'll probably switch to these legs here. Since they're already legendary, not a big deal. Alright, we got a Blessing of the Storm summons water. This is pretty actually cool. You can see here, Blessing of the Storm. It summons a stack of 100 water. And it doesn't ever go away from what I've seen. Just throw that in there, boom, we got water forever. Nightcaller legs. I think these are interesting to have. I'm going to keep them right there. A Circuit of Disguise. This is an allusion to human, so we'll keep that. That's nice. And what was the other thing we got? Wand. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Now we got to kill that guy again, right over here. He's on the other side of the room. And then we're at the boss. Pretty easy. There he is. Same name. Yeah, same name. I was just confused. Alright, let's get Mallow on here. Where's my Mallow necklace? Let's put that on the bar right there. Mallow is on him. 18-minute debuff. Jeez. Alright. And we got everything going now. Like that's what, 100, 160, so 260 plus whatever this one is. This one's another 100, so that's 360 negative poison resist. I think that if like, you know, that's my napkin math right there. 360 poison resist is pretty nice considering. This guy is like hitting us. What is going on there? Twisted Shank. I mean, we got everything going on. This guy, he's already at like 84%. Very nice. All right, so we will upgrade that Mallow necklace. I think that'll be worth doing. I'll keep Mallow memorized for now. We'll see how it works, like in Plane of Time and stuff. Because if I don't need Mallow, because there's a new Mallow that comes with level 65, Mallows. So it's unresistible. But we'll see. There might be like a replacement for this in time too. I know there's a clicky slow for Shaman, I believe, in time. Which I don't really need unless it's better than the AA. Like, I'm not 100% sure if it is or not, so we'll find, once we find that out, we'll see. This guy hit for 1,000, so I don't look like I lost any buffs, so everything looks about the same. And we're self-buffed. There's no like external buffs at all at the moment that I can see. This is our shoulders. So it's like, this is the clarity icon, right? Like it's, I don't have clarity. It's this 5 mana regen, which what are we at? 51 mana regen. So that's pretty good, right? I mean, we can cannibalize here in a second. Come on. Just like that. And instantly all healed up. So definitely pretty nice. Oh, let's do epic. And let's do the rotting bone. Come on, rotting bone. There we go. I'm gonna do rapid bear on this guy. Perfect. All right, so that's all looking good. That's looking good. And another thing I'm thinking about doing is not doing the videos on the weekend. At least these series videos, right? I kind of wanted to save Sundays for a different type of video and Saturday for a different type of video. Obviously I gotta make those different types of videos first, so nothing will really change, but ideally I'd like, you know, Sunday to be something different and Saturday to be something different, so expect that change soon. And any days where it's gonna be, you know, like a 5-minute video, I'll put 2 videos on that day. So those, expect those changes to have already happened by the time this video comes out. That is hopefully what I'm going to be working on right after this video. Getting that all taken care of. Trying to think if there's any other things I'm looking to change there, but yeah, and I do want to play the new Oblivion. My son apparently is playing it, and he says it's good, and he didn't like Skyrim, so gonna go ahead and possibly give it a try. Maybe do a playthrough. I haven't played it since like early college. Like I think that was, I played it on the Xbox 360, I think, and that's like, that was a long time ago. So I think it was a 360. Maybe it was the original Xbox. Maybe that was Morrowind. But that, and I also have a half-done Morrowind series that I was doing that I'm going to finish. I can't remember why I didn't finish it. I think I got distracted with something else. But I want to finish that, and that instead of like, I don't want to have it like a, you know, 1 episode a week. So those would be like a second video in the afternoon kind of thing. For however long those go. With I'd like to keep Everquest at, you know, daily, you know, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. like I've been doing. So we'll see. Any suggestions on any other games, let me know. There's a few of the solo MMOs kind of things that people have sent me, and I'm definitely looking at those. I know Alid has sent me two or three games that are definitely on my list. I just haven't. I'm lazy. I truly am. I set out to do something for the day, and then I get sidetracked with other things by the time I get to it, right? And I've been doing a lot of yard work this last few weeks. It's just been, it's nonstop. I got too much to do. All right, there we go. This guy is finally dead. Come on, he's He's gonna live forever. Alright, what do we get? We got a spiked shoulder pads, which doesn't look like they're useful to us. We got the Orb of Satisfaction, which is kind of cool. We got both of them in the same run. I'll show that one here in a second. And then Bracer of Black Blood, which is a nice little monk bracer. And Great Mesa Slaughter, which is useless to me. The Orb of Satisfaction, on the other hand, is a item that summons bread. It's pretty cool. So we have unlimited food and unlimited water from this point on. Pretty cool. Alright. Oh, alright. I messed that up. We have to kill some trash. There's one. Not that they're hard or anything, like these are absolute pushovers. There we go. And right over here. Nope. Right over here. Is the clicky to a Tenha Ra's room right over here. And there she is. So let's double check everything is good to go. We're good to go. And let's go ahead and pull her. She's slow. Didn't even know that. Oh my gosh. That is dirty. Oh, she's slowed? She silenced us. Can I land Clicky Mallow? Malocini. And it landed. Alright, let's start getting some dots on her here. Get that. Now, I believe she has 2 to 2.5 million hit points. It's probably closer to 2 though. I think 2.5 million is like Quorum. But you know, definitely a lot of hit points out on these bosses. Let's see here. Can we land the bone? Can we bone her? Can we? Oh, we're silenced. Alright, can we bone her? And she resisted the bone. Twice. Thrice. Quattro. Cinco. Oh. There we go. We landed the bone on her. There we go. See if we can redo all the other dots real quick before she silences us. Where's she at? 83%? Let's see here. It looks like Epic needs to be... Can I Radiant Cure off that nonsense? Oh, I can't even Radiant Cure while silenced. Looks like Mortal Coil wore off. Alright, we got Epic on her, and... Looking pretty good. Can I... Oh, I can discipline. Perfect. Let's see if we get any good backstabs out of that. 3,000. Alright, let's redo that. Let's redo our dots. Never mind. Venomous Snake. Alright, let's get all these going. Of course, she knocks us back while casting. Let's see if we can get all these on there. What are we missing? We're missing this thing here. Vampiric Curse. Rotting Bile. Didn't land. She had 61%. All right, we're silenced. Can we? Yeah, so we can use disciplines while silenced. So that's kind of nice. We can just duelist, since we are, you know, pretty much the duration of duelist. Go. As soon as it wears off. Could be worn off. I don't. Yeah, it's worn off. There we go. I was just trying to run out duelist as long as I could. She's at 48%. Now, I don't plan on clearing Vex Thall again with this character, so we're gonna kind of just push towards time, I think. The only thing we have to come back to Luckland for is Saru and Emperor until we get the spell, and then once we get the spell, it's just gonna be Saru, I think, for Hobz. And that's about it. Like, I don't... Like, I only go to Velius for Carafin, and I'm only gonna come back to Luckland for those things, so... And so once I kill it, you know, once I kill it on the video, I don't really show it again unless, you know, it's a screenshot for me looting it later on, right? Alright, let's see here. Rotting Bone, maybe? No, we're silenced. Let's do Blinding Speed. We still have all our pets, so it's something. I unleash a flurry of attacks. Rabid Bear, Spirit Call, Focus, Twisted, Languid. She's easy to slow compared to some of the other stuff. Alright, 29%. Looking good. Looking good. Let's drop a Harm Touch on her. Even though it doesn't really do much damage. And we're doing a Leech Curse. Just to throw the extra damage on there, but like they don't do a lot of damage like they do on live. I think Harm Touch is like a damage over time. It's just like 10,000 damage there, 30,000 damage there. It's just, you know, it becomes a damage over time, I guess, versus a initial. Let's see here. Can I get that on now? Nope. And then once we kill her, we'll go and turn in the necklace, and then I think that's it. Hopefully, like, so, like, ideally, I'd like to get her mask to drop. That would be the ideal upgrade, I think, that we could use. I don't think there's anything else. Like, maybe the breastplate. The breastplate and the mask would be like the only thing that I would probably want. I'd have to see what, you know, we get, but can't imagine there's much. There we go. She's almost dead. 0%. And done. Alright, we'll get an egg for killing her. Alright. Oh my gosh, we got the Jesus. We got the breastplate at legendary. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so beautiful. You can see here how much of an upgrade that is. Insane. So let's go ahead and just swap that in. Yes, let's throw that in there. Let's take out... Oh, we don't even have the Hobz to remove it. Alright, so let's just forget about that for now. We got a Robe of Secrets, which is a pretty nice robe. We got the Soul Essence. So we got a mask, not the mask I wanted, but we got a mask. I don't know what the stats are on this at Legendary. It's a pretty nice mask at Legendary, but that's not the one I wanted, but it's fine. And we got Leggings of Judgment, which are pretty good, but I don't think they're better than the ones we looted a second ago. Before I loot the last of the corpse. Let's get a screenshot here. Because I don't think I ever get a screenshot when I actually do it the first time. There we go. Alright, so let's go turn this necklace in real quick. So we can, I think, click here. Alright, where'd that put us? I mean, I can't believe we got the breastplate. That's the first time I've actually gotten this breastplate to drop, and to get it to drop at legendary. Oof. That is nice. That is real nice. 30 spell damage. Oof, we're at 515 now. Oh, we can't get out here, can we? Yeah, we can. There's an Umbral Plains clicky over here. At least I think there is. If not, we'll figure it out. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty good. I was only planning to do it once, so that'll be the breastplate we use until we get the Plane of Time one. So that's pretty good. All right, now we need to give this Soul Essence. That'll upgrade our necklace to. We're gonna take a little bit of a spell damage hit when we upgrade necklace. But I don't think it's too much. I think it's a 35. I think the necklace is 35, so we'll see here momentarily. Get that, and that's 2, maybe 3 upgrades today, 4. I'll have to go through all this and see. Like, I already got a few items I want to upgrade, so it is gonna be a little bit of effort. All right, go ahead and turn this into him. All right, so here is that. So it's a 30. I mean, like, it's significantly better, right? 40 all resist plus 10. I mean, definitely good. I know I'm out of Aux, so we're losing like 10. Yeah, 10 spell damage for every other stat. I think it's worth it. All right, let's go ahead and put that on there. And I'll just throw it there. I don't know where I put that breastplate with my other Augs, but there we go. All right, so this is episode 50. I guess I did not do one for 49. Yeah, I didn't do one for 49, but not much change. I don't think we got any loot there, so let's just do that. I'll put my gear, unless like it crashed and didn't save the macro from then. But there we go. That is that is Vex Thall in its entirety at 1.30 hours. 1 hour and 38 minutes. There might be something I can cut in there, but I'll show the whole thing. We got 2 nice upgrades today, and we got a few other little things that are, you know, minor upgrades that'll definitely help us as we start the Plains of Power. Thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.